Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the SquadCast. Today we're discussing chapter 98, and, oh god, everything's going to shit.
Oh.
Yep. Anyway, hi, I'm Matei here with, Grace. As usual, she always joins me.
Hey.
Seuss.
Hello.
And Serena.
Yo.
Hello. I don't know how to start off today because we have so much to talk about, and,
Can we just say that Rin really did burn to a crisp and fell into ashes?
burn what?
Burned into ashes.
Oh, God, okay. Alright, so, to give a brief summary of the chapter, by the way, at this point, we're going to be talking about chapter 98, so if you're somehow stumbling onto this podcast and you haven't read chapter 98 of Blue Exorcist, go do that, because, God.
Lots of spoilers.
Yeah. Alright, so, last time we left off, I can't speak, Ren was on fire, and then he died.
Literally.
His body was charred to a crisp.
And
like
some limbs broke off too.
End of series. Just kidding.
Super crispy.
If this wasn't a shonen, end of series.
But of course, Rin has main character immunity and comes back to life somehow.
Thank goodness
he is reborn.
I'd rather him not be dead.
His demon heart now in his body, and he has hair, a different hair color. I don't know what color it is. Nobody can figure it out.
We're thinking it's white.
I think it's pastel blue.
Or that.
I think
that
it's
looks so
pastel
pretty.
blue.
Yeah. I hope Kato does a full color page again and actually shows what Rin's hair looks like.
Well, actually, volume 21 comes out March 4th. So Rin's probably getting the cover, so we'll have...
Oh, shit.
We'll probably get his hair color then.
Perfect! Anyhow, so, you'd think that, Rin recognizes Shammy, and you think that everything's okay, he's actually normal. But then, he goes crazy, like, literally, and is like, I'm gonna burn everything because I feel really good, because my flames are no longer suppressed and everything, and I'm just gonna burn everything down. And then...
Give me a solid and just die, is that okay?
And then Shammy just, makes a freaking forest. And then it turns out Rin is having an inner monologue with his demon half, and then he's just like, nope, sorry, you're not having my body. Because his demon half's like, he's like, to his demon half, who are you? And then his demon half is like, I'm you, but stronger. He punches him.
It's more or less like, hey, Senpai has finally noticed me.
Okay. And then Rin just passes out, and then he ends up in Mephisto's room, of all places. Because you can clearly see all of his weeb shit on his bed.
Yeah.
And then you're immediately like, yeah, that's Mephisto's room. Yep. And then Rin's like, hey, Mephisto. Oh, at this point, Rin is back to normal. And Rin is like, hey, Mephisto. Well, not like entirely back to normal. He's still in his new body. I'm just saying he's like, his human self is like...
He's in control.
He's in control.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's like to Mephisto, Mephisto, can you please tell me everything because I'm tired of running from my past and shit? And Mephisto's like, I've been waiting for this for 16 years!
I like how he like refuses to give Yuko an answer. He's like, Yuko's like, tell me! And he's like, no.
He's like, I don't interfere with children's drama. And then now he's like to Rin, oh, I'm so glad you asked. And now we're gonna get an exposition chapter probably next chapter. So yay. That was my summary.
The flashback moment will be coming next chapter.
Overall thoughts of this chapter, everyone.
I was very happy with it.
I was.
There was
Okay.
a burning sensation.
Okay, so question. Who here actually does like Rin's hair?
I'm
do.
up and down. It depends. I have a very specific circumstance in which I like his hair.
Oh, like the one that you explained where... Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm indifferent towards it.
I actually...
I like
Adore
it,
it.
but I don't like it. Is that
Okay, yeah, makes
Is that
sense.
weird? I like.
No, that's not weird, because I understand attachment to it.
It messes with my aesthetic.
Oh, yeah.
I have a thing. I liked how Rin and Shiami's designs contrasted each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked how she was blonde and then he had dark hair and stuff. That was cute. But I'll live. I'm not gonna...
Something tells me this may or may not be permanent, but we'll see.
I feel like it's going to be semi-permanent.
There could be a plot twist to it where Shimi's powers develop to the point her hair goes darker and Ren's
Who
hair
knows?
stays lighter.
Oh, that'd be
Ooh.
interesting.
Huh. Okay. That's funny that you bring that up because I feel like one of the things that Kato does to demonstrate character development and growth is hair
change hair.
changes.
And we've seen that a lot.
Like, Shiami's hair has grown much longer than it was in the beginning of the series. Bond literally cut a lot of his hair.
Got rid of the blonde.
Got rid of the blonde, got rid of his piercings. Shura's hair was chopped accidentally, but she's keeping the do, so. And now Rin's hair changed color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Shiami, the way she's doing it is she's just having her grow her hair out. It's like she flat out, it's like said that in an interview, so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's all she plans on doing with that. She could change her hair color, but it's like, I don't know about that, whether or not. It's like, it's cool. It'd be cool because I'd be fine because I get my aesthetic back. But in general, my personal... Go ahead.
She might not even technically dye it.
That's true.
It just might turn to a darker color.
Yeah.
You know how when it comes to, you dye my hair, and then all of a sudden it turns green when you wash it. Or going swimming. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, in general, my personal possible thought that I have with Rin's hair is that he has to seal his demon heart no matter what you say, because he has to seal it back up. That has to be done.
For the sake of himself.
I feel like it is a change and a permanent change for Rin, but I think it's more like an upgrade for his demon form.
Exactly.
Specifically.
That's what I thought, D.
Yeah, it's not that I think it's like, obviously, it's like it's going away. There could be some permanent changes to his usual self, like the little tiny horns.
Also, yeah, let's talk about those little stubby horns on his forehead.
I want them.
They're so cute.
Yes.
They're cute. I remember what Rin's new design reminds me of. Have you ever seen, it's like Time Killers, the kind of concept Rin and Shiami, Knight and Monica, or Noctis, whichever you prefer to say. When he pulls his sword out, he gets horns and stuff. That's what I was kind of going off with my little theory with Rin. Because if he seals his heart back up, I have a feeling it'll be like when it's like uses more power or whatever. It's like, because it's vulnerable to have the demon heart out. We all know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has to seal it again.
What was the girl's name in that thing? I know the guy's name was Knight.
I think it's pronounced like Monica, but I might be wrong.
Oh, okay.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not always right.
I don't know. I don't think that's the correct pronunciation, but you know.
Yeah. What? I was pretty sure it's not, but I'm just going off of whatever.
Also, when you said Monica, I immediately think of Doki Doki Literature.
Me too.
Doki Doki.
However the heck that girl's name's pronounced, that looks just like Shiemi. That girl. I really am I'm tired.
It's okay. It's okay. We're recording this pretty late, so.
Anyways, I think once he gets his demon heart sealed, it's gonna be when he taps into his power, it's like and uses it more. It's like his. I can't guarantee about the hair, but I do think at least the horns are probably gonna be sealed back up until he uses his demon form and goes on and off type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping the hair too, because then it's like the thing with it is Kato's been good about when she does designs. It's like changing the character without changing them too much. So that'd be kind of keeping him familiar while also getting something new that's really cool and shape and everything without having to completely change the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, totally.
That's basically my thoughts on it. I could be wrong. I'll live if I'm wrong.
No, it's fine. I think we're all gonna live. But I honestly, I don't think any of us expected Rin to get the transformation that he got. I mean, I knew something was gonna happen to him.
I knew something was gonna happen that maybe he was gonna get all his powers, but I didn't think it would physically change them.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, well, yeah, it is physically changing him, but literally everyone thought for a brief moment that Rin was actually dead, because my mom makes a comment about,
I thought so too, actually.
His power might be too overwhelming that it'll kill him. So,
yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna do a little bit of a comparison to the shitty filler arc from season 1, because let's talk about that. So Kurikara broke in season 1, but it didn't break in half. But it broke.
just cracked.
Yep.
It just cracked. So in season 1, Rin just goes berserk.
And Shiemi calmed him.
Mephisto makes.
I love the way you threw that in.
I'm sorry.
So,
no, because the chapter. Sorry, it was relevant. It was the
No. You're right. You're right. So Mephisto makes a comment. I remember from that episode that his powers weren't suppressed anymore, and I think people were assuming because his demon heart was sealed in Kurikara, it would have maybe done something more than just make him go berserk, because that didn't seem like it was a really big power up. And now this whole thing happens. There's this whole build up for the last 3 chapters of Kurikara breaking, and then Rin going through this whole transformation, and now he's come out in this new form, and it's it's so interesting because you have to make these. I just think back to the time, because I got into this series through the anime, and it's looking back at the anime now, it's you gotta see where there are parallels from it, because I think Kato did have some involvement with the story, because obviously she designed Yuri and the asshole grandpa. I saw in the art book. By the way, asshole grandpa I'm referring to is the guy who's Rin Yukio's grandfather. So, in the anime.
I'm pretty sure that he's going to be foreshadowed and put into the manga somehow.
I hope not, because I hate him.
I hated him.
He's actually that was a foreshadow.
But then we get the filler girl with the glasses too, and I didn't really like her.
Oh yeah,
that girl that had a thing.
Bond and stuff.
The girl who had a thing for Bond, yeah. But yeah, it's just funny because Yukio's powers, Yukio gets kind of the same power up as Rin in the anime, but Yukio's powers are different from Rin's powers in the manga, but it's this in the same vein as Rin's powers, but Also, Satan is partially possessing him, so yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, a part of him, I don't know. But yeah. So, also, we're getting an exposition chapter, and there was exposition, really shitty exposition about how Rin and Yukio were born in the anime, so now I feel like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just so ready because I want us to know their birth, like the true story behind their birth.
This is probably going to take more than one chapter, though. I'm just gonna
really.
Yeah, because it's going to take way more. Not only that, but like, a lot of our theories, because how she's really good at like, we'll like, expect something to happen, but she pulls something else, and it's not like it doesn't make sense because it does make sense when it happens. So like, okay, yeah, I can see why. So, like, I feel like any theory I may have won't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I have a theory that might possibly actually happen, so I'm just happy at that right now.
Yeah.
Does it have to do with Shammy or the birth?
The Shammy thing.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone...
it's me like, does anyone have any theories about their birth?
I feel like...
I'm highly doubtful that Satan was in love with Yuri like in the anime.
I really hope not.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. I highly doubt that. I'm not of the belief that was it was a kid's... It's basically a watered down version of probably what actually happened.
Yeah, I can only assume that like that Yuri was probably another, like another clone, and that she escaped with Shiro, but
yeah,
that's as far
as
interesting.
Wait, but she was also she and Shiro became exorcists, so
yeah. I mean that makes sense. You guys go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, you go ahead too.
I was just gonna say that makes sense considering it would explain how she was able to carry Ren and Yukio.
Yeah, that and like he seems like he really trusts her. Like he, when he got Shura, he went to Yuri right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that they grew up, like, I don't know, in the same facility or something.
Yeah.
Because they looked like they were actually about the same age.
Yeah.
Because in the anime, wasn't he, like, older than her?
Yeah.
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 She seemed like she was, like, 20-ish in the anime, and he was, like, in his 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that was before Kato established the whole clone thing, so you would have assumed that they were born... They weren't clones. Yeah.
Well,
she could be a clone, or she may have been born with like a special ability. I'm not sure. It's just that she could have been raised with him, but I feel like maybe her father was maybe behind the facility as well.
Yeah, so. I was actually just going to mention that. I was like, ooh, like maybe she was actually part of like the business with the facility rather than being a product of the facility.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, honestly.
And then that could bring in Garbage Grandpa.
Garbage Grandpa.
Yep.
Oh God, please! If he comes, please let him die like 2 seconds after he's introduced. Yukio, please go kill your grandfather. Thank you.
He was so annoying.
I fucking hate him. I hate him. I really do.
Ugh.
Especially... Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I've only ever watched the filler all the way through, like, maybe once, and then otherwise I've picked and chose episodes to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I've watched it more than I would like to admit.
That's fine.
I purposely rewatched it over and over again because I wanted to see psychotic Yukio for some odd reason.
But you got him in canon now, so you don't gotta do that anymore.
That's true.
I'm just saying, in canon now we got that too, so woohoo!
Oh God.
Okay. I'm gonna cry.
So, the psychopath.
Regarding what happened in the chapter, so Ren, the transformation, I just want to point out that we actually see Rin's body, like, his briefly dead body for, like, 5 seconds, and it is the most disturbing thing I have ever seen in this manga. I don't care what anyone says about any of the other disturbing shit Kato has put in this manga. That image
that is actually
burned
unsettling.
into my mind. No pun intended.
Because he's burned to the point that he's unrecognizable.
Oh my gosh, Shiami had me freaking crying.
I know, like, the X-Fire's reaction was the saddest thing I've ever seen. Like, all of them, like, Bond especially, because he was trying to convince himself, oh, he's gonna come back to life, right? Right?
Yeah.
Which actually ended up happening, so.
Yeah. It got a little crispy there.
God damn it! Are we gonna keep making fire puns?
We're terrible people. That's how you deal with pain, you gotta make jokes.
Ugh, God.
Got pretty crispy there. I thought he was fried chicken for a moment. It was a little burnt.
I knew he was gonna burn, but I thought it was gonna be like, you know, like just burns, like, and he was just gonna look kind of necrotic, but like, you know how he was in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then, oh my god, you could almost see like his skull almost, and like, it's like
I
just
thought
his
I was
meat.
looking at.
Just
I
burnt
thought
meat.
I was just looking. I legit thought I was looking at firewood in the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was. Oh God, I don't even know how.
Like,
If it wasn't for the fact.
Yeah, go ahead.
If it wasn't for the fact that I'm used to watching horror things and like Walking Dead and stuff, I probably wouldn't be able to handle that very much.
The only because for me, it's more the fact that this isn't something we like this extreme for this series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
And that's
is a
why
manga
like,
aimed at teenage boys, and
yeah.
At least it was smoking hot.
Yep.
You're gonna make me think of my. No.
Wait, what?
Sorry. Translation, Shiami, when she just like, he's hot about Ren and Bond's like, huh? But when she was referring to something else, but I'm like, good job, translators. That was funny for like 2 seconds. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because Bond's just like, what?
Look at him smoke.
No, but it's like Bond's. He was totally listening to what she was saying, but she said that, and he's just like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need you to elaborate what you mean. Rin's freaking naked, okay?
Oh
it could have meant multiple things.
Oh my god.
Look at his body. He's just smoking tonight.
I love how when he comes back, Izumo's like, can someone put some clothes on him, please?
Yeah.
I love that Shiami's...
Also, shout out to Kato for doing a good job of covering up Rin's pee-pee.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Cover it up. Get this boy some clothes.
But I gotta say, I gotta be really proud of Shiami, because in the past when she's seen naked, like Shima and stuff, she's hit them in the face, and with Rin, she was completely calm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, she's freaked out before when he had no shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
She's come a long way.
Yeah.
She's very good in a serious situation. Huh? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
The boy is naked in front of her. Of course she's gonna be pretty goddamn serious.
I was saying to Grace the other day, because we were talking about this, I was saying, at least Rin had one of his fantasies fulfilled, albeit the other way around. Like, he wanted to see Shiami naked. Now he had Shiami see him naked, so, you know.
That
was probably like the last thing
wow.
on her mind anyway.
What?
It was like almost
became
like
a really...
Okay, one at a time, guys.
This really came into a plus 18 Dojinji right now. Dojinji at work right now. Oh my god, why did I just think of that? I just imagined Demon Flynn. And nope, I'm done.
Oh god.
I'm reading a Dojinji about this, a plus 18 Dojinji. This is not suitable for children.
Oh god. Yeah. I would read more Blue Exorcist doujinshis, but most of them are Akuma assessed. So
They are, and that's what's like. And if they're not, it's Shima assessed.
Oh God.
Just
Oh,
imagine,
God.
no,
Or like Mephisto and Amaimon. They're all incest.
No.
just
I wanna
imagine
die.
people making doujinshis of Demon Rin and himself Rin.
Oh God. No. No.
There are other couples to make that isn't that.
Hey, guys, talk about if that was the case, talk about a real mindfuck.
Oh, God.
I get it!
Oh,
Guys, this whole podcast, we're just gonna be making fucking puns.
It's not my fault.
at least we can try and be a little more mindful of the situation.
Anyway, back on topic. So yeah, Ren burn.
Don't forget to breathe some fumes in there.
It's just like, okay, but like, did you guys see like the sound effects that were like written on in the Viz translation? It was like crumble, like his body was actually like crumbling.
That's why his limbs break off.
It was
they're
like,
just-
Yeah.
oh God, what the fuck?
Because he's literally charred.
Yeah.
It's just like, when you cook meat and it's just burnt.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking
It
at this
it
sound
gets
effects
raw
now.
hard.
It's pretty well done.
Oh, gosh. Jokes aside, though.
You did fall apart.
God.
Jokes aside, though, it's like, I know, it's like, I was upset with, it's like, all of the XY or some reactions from that. Shiami's killed me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Yeah. She looked
When
like
she's reaching out to him and everything.
she looked
Yeah,
like she was
she's-
about to have a breakdown.
And her eyes, when she saw it happen, like, it just focuses on her eyes.
Yeah.
She's like,
Now, yeah.
I mean, that's
know
like
what
the
I said.
most scarring thing to see, like, one of the people that you love, like, literally burnt to a crisp.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, that's, like, I wanted to hug all of them. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's okay, guys. We're sad, too, for, like, briefly 10 seconds before Rin comes back to life. But still.
Mm-hmm.
If, I can guarantee you, with Shiami's face right there, would she realize something? It's like, she realizes right away it's not him. I swear. Like, the panel before that, she was probably gonna run and hug him. But then it's like his flames and all that stuff were burning hot.
Oh, yeah. But that was really quick thinking on her part to actually summon Ni to make a fucking forest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing.
Oh my God. What? Like, this girl.
Mike?
She is
Well,
the best. She's queen.
She is. The queen of the world.
So
Thank you.
So if anyone says at this point that Shiami is a weakling, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be really mean here, but fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, big fuck you.
my
At that point,
question
it's just like you don't even know her as a character.
Yeah.
Just read my many posts
Mhm.
on that. People know my opinion of what people think of that.
Yeah.
Or what I think of people's thoughts on
Like,
calling Shiami
Shiami
anything.
was the real MVP of this chapter.
Oh, she was.
Yeah.
True
To be
story.
fair. Oh!
Mm-hmm. And she knew
Yes.
that Ren wasn't himself. She
Mhm.
knew
Yeah.
because she realized his flames were not warm anymore. They were hot.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very important
Warm and
because it's very telling how well and how deep Shiami knows Ren. No one else it's like no one else would recognize. It's not even just the flames. It's like it's also the look in his eye. Ren and Shiami, if you ever actually pay really close attention, they pay extremely. It's like pay attention to any time they're near each other and everything. They pay attention to each other constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like
They're very
like her observant.
Yes, attentive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when she realized something was wrong with Rin early on. It's like when he was up. It's like something was up. She didn't know what it was about him being son of Satan, and all that. And she talked to Yukio. It's like, and Rin was starting to see more herself, and she's just like, "Oh, I'm glad Rin's back to normal." He's like, "What?" It's like she's like, "Well, it's like Rin didn't seem like himself." And then Yukio's just like, "You really pay a lot of attention to Rin, don't you?"
Mhm.
It's like early on, it's like Shiami, it's like anything's off, she's always been able to tell. It's like, and that's even before everything else. It's like, that's probably why it hit her so hard, the fact that she didn't realize everything that was going on, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
True.
it did take her like a minute, but like when she realized it like she reacted really fast. She knew how to handle it.
Mhm.
Yeah. She did a really good job. I mean, even though it wasn't like Rin, I was still happy that the first thing said was Shiami's name.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Because she needed that, because she just watched him literally burn to death.
Die. Like at least he's not dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting how his inner demon actually recognizes everybody.
Yeah, that's what actually kind of unsettles me about this, is that because at first when he gets up, I figured that it was Satan possessing him, because you know how like Satan mentioned that like, oh, your body can finally take this power and like I can get what's mine wherever.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe that's Satan getting up. But then like and plus like when he spoke first off, the speech bubble, because you know how like Satan has like a specific speech bubble, it looks like really wispy and like fiery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's not Satan, that's actually him. And then I look forward, and then like she's like unsettled.
Mm-hmm.
And then and it's just weird because like what you said, he recognizes everybody, but it's just more like he has a completely different perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's like even that part of him has some type of an affection for them, but it's more, that's why he's all like, "You're my friends, you don't mind burning to death, right?" You know,
Yeah.
you guys are my friend. It's more of a, here, I want to share my flames with everything. Let me share it with all of you. Oh my gosh, Shiami, your forest you made, it's so freaking awesome. You're so cool. Can I burn it to the ground?
Oh, look,
You're
it's
okay
shiny.
with that, right?
Can we burn
I have
that?
to admit,
He was childish, honestly, in a horrifying way. It's kind of oh my gosh, I've never been so excited before.
I have to admit, I laughed really hard at that part. That was actually pretty funny.
Oh.
I found it funny.
Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny.
I mean, it was terrifying, but I don't know. I just found it funny.
Oh, and what about Koni Komaru and Bon?
Oh god.
How to deal with the situation? Here, let me yell really freaking loud. Rin!
Yep.
Come back, Okumura! It's just like, Bon, that's not how you deal with a maniac.
I mean,
by yelling louder.
That's what Rin was trying to do to get Yukio to snap out of being possessed by Satan in the anime, and I'm just like, that doesn't fucking work.
But I love Shiami. Instantly, it's like they're sitting there trying that, and all she has to do is say, "Where's Rin?" And it's like,
I think it's because she's actually like going in there speaking to him, like she's actually kind of focused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, everyone's kind of in a panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and yeah, go ahead, sorry. I keep interrupting you, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I don't care. Thing is, it's like, it's like, I know it keeps it's like, I've seen it a lot where it's like referring to him as not Rin, but it's like a lot of people like it's like his demon, it's like demon Rin and stuff like that. That's not even a correct term, because it's still Rin, no matter what.
And that's the only way the only reason why you have to differentiate between the two is for the sake of convenience and be able to identify it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because remember when he's fighting Rin, like, you know, the whole Rin versus Rin fight, it's like the actual Rin he no longer has his ears, you know, his demon ears and his teeth. Yeah. It's like pure human. And then the other one's pure demon.
I realized that.
It's like pretty much, it's like, in general,
Mm-hmm.
The reason, I'm sure that the reason that Shiro and everybody sealed his heart and stuff like that is so that his human half would be able to fight that.
Mm-hmm.
Spent 16 years so that he could teach him to love humans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Love people, to care.
That's
because
true.
the thing
Yeah.
that Mephisto mentioned, I think he mentioned something that demons can't love.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Rin loves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rin's biggest thing is loving everybody.
Of course.
And funny enough,
Mm-hmm.
the girl he loves is what got through to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And always does.
Yep.
Every time that part of him tries to take over.
Chapter 30. Wait, was it chapter? No, it was chapter 26. Chapter 34 was the friend zone chapter. Yeah, but chapter 26, the cooldown hug.
You also have chapter 9. It's like one of the first times he ever goes berserk. He literally stops to save Shiami, the amusement park.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's like all these little things he's always able
Oh yeah, because he
back his humanity.
Because he prioritizes humanity like so much, and Murashima points that out. And he says it's both a strength and a weakness, and in those cases, like, it's his strength.
Yeah.
I love how Rin flat out told his other half, basically, it's not a weakness.
Oh,
And just like, screw you. I'm
He
like,
is such a good boy.
I'm like, you go, boy. He's like, basically, kindness isn't a weakness. I'm like, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but sorry guys, there was a siren in the background that might pick up on my mic.
I don't think I heard it, so
Yeah.
don't worry.
It's okay.
Well, for those who are listening, I live in New York City, so there's a lot of fire trucks and ambulances and things like that. So
no, you're good. I've been to New York twice, so.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry to interrupt for that.
It's
It's
okay.
yours.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the panel now with Ren being revealed, like his new body being revealed, and he's wearing the Infinity Key.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, that did not burn.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, I was about to talk about that, but, like, you guys were talking, so I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna listen.
No, it's okay. You could have brought that up.
Contribute.
Yeah.
And I saw that it wasn't burnt and that it still clings onto him while he was like, oh, I want to burn this down. He's a pyromaniac right now.
Yeah. But the thing is, and the color page that was, I guess, introduced like 2 chapters ago, I think now.
Something like that.
I don't remember, but
I think it was the beginning of. Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, but like, that the art with Mephisto dangling the key in front of Ren.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the key that's around his neck right now.
I think
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
But
That key is from chapter 1.
I'm not sure if that is like if that key is specifically the Infinity Key or if it's just like a key that he's used.
No, I've looked at it. It's the same one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that.
What if Mephisto is just gonna lead him through a door that has a bunch of like,
That I
treasure
show
secrets
you the world.
with that key?
Yeah.
That key is a key that Fujimoto gave Rin in chapter 1. It was supposed to be for him to hide the sword, so when he told him not to open it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Rin must have kept it with him all this time around his neck all this time. We just didn't know.
Which is weird. Which is weird because in other chapters you don't see him wearing it around his neck when he's not wearing like a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like he could easily wear it under his clothes and stuff like that.
That's true. But like
it's like, or he could have easily done it for when they were going to rescue Yukio, put it around his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just find it weird. It's the only thing that remains, like that he's wearing that, and his clothes are literally destroyed. So
it might be connected to the sword since Fujimoto gave him that and the
true. Also,
So
R.I.P. Pac-Man hoodie.
Yeah.
I love that hoodie so much.
you can go buy a new one.
True.
Or Mephisto can
Is it-
just
Yeah.
give him new stuff, which he won't.
I kind of cried about that hoodie a little bit. That hoodie was like one of those good hoodies too.
It was
Yeah,
so.
it's
It was like the thank you 39 shirt, and
Yeah.
because that was a pun.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the Thank You for 39 shirt that Rin wears in the Kyoto arc is the 39 is the 3 is San in Japanese and 9 is Q. So it's basically saying thank you, which is like saying
Thank you.
thank you, basically. Which actually Rin has said it like that before in like
In the first, he's like, thank you.
like thank you or something like that. Like
It's
he
so
has said
cute.
it before in like the anime and manga.
Thank you.
And
So cute.
yeah. So like like just like the Japanese way of saying it. But
Mhm.
instead of saying like arigato or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
hmm But yeah. Anyway, off topic a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
But, yep, but I find it funny that like it's like I don't like his heart just is clearly visible now.
I know.
It's like
Imagine having your heart just pulsing out of your body.
that's so weird.
I would freak. I like how he freaked out about his hair instead of his.
Oh
like,
yeah.
his
He's just
heart.
like that's me.
And then there's like your heart's sticking out, bro.
It's just like you don't you don't see that your heart is sticking out of your chest now, right?
Just floating there, like.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
considering his body's part human, I kind of wonder if he has two hearts.
Like
Imagine.
A regular heart and the demon heart.
Yeah.
I was just about to say like the doctor.
Yes!
I feel like the demon heart would be more like his soul, and the heart is just like his physical body.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because it doesn't feel, it's like, I've always thought it's like, I doubt it's just like the demon heart is his only heart. I'm pretty sure it's like with how his body is. It's like,
Yeah, because Mephisto did mention when their demon hearts are destroyed, they will like actually ultimately die as a
Mhm.
demon.
Yeah.
because
Because demons don't. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Which I thought would have
Because
happened
Rin's
with
soul.
which I
Yeah.
thought would have happened with Kirikara breaking in half. That it would have. killed
That's what I
him.
thought too. I thought he would die.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it just sealed his heart. It didn't. It wasn't actually like if the sword breaks it kills him. It just like it was just suppressing his heart. So
Yeah. And like what was I gonna say? Because like I said, demons don't actually have like physical hearts, so they have to have some kind of form of life, something
So,
that represents it.
like a metaphorical kind of heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crap! I lost my train of thought. I had something, and now I can't remember what I was gonna say. Well, fuck. From what I remember, now I can't remember. Okay. Well, one thing I do have to say about Ren's hair, he looks like Gintoki from Gintama.
Oh yeah, a lot of people mention that,
Yeah.
and a lot of people say like Kaneki.
Oh my god. They're comparing to Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. I'm just like, oh my god, I can see now. I can see why. Just like, because he goes through like basically the same transformation as Kaneki.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
he didn't have like a I said. I already said this on Twitter, but like of course it's for the podcast. But I'm just glad that he didn't have a dramatic personality change. Like his motives were still the same, and like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he still it if anything it did change him, but in the sense that in more of a reality check. Like he has, yeah. Go ahead.
I think one of the difference Ren has is he has things that him, unlike Kaneki does properly. Like, Kaneki has people, but ultimately I'm going to keep them safe from everything basically his way of protecting people is hurting himself to a really bad point, Kaneki, where he just doesn't care about anything when it comes to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's able to, it's like, and I don't know, from what I've seen of Tokyo Ghoul, it's like Rin definitely has different circumstances that keep him more grounded than Kaneki does.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen the anime of Tokyo Ghoul, so.
But he does go through a lot of personality changes in the manga. I haven't read it, but I've seen it. Like, it's like...
Oh, yeah. I've seen. It's like, he's got, like, a bunch of personalities. Like, I've heard about, like, he's going crazy recently, and it's like... Then he started thinking about Toka, and, like, all of his personalities. Like, I love Toka. I'm like, I love Toka! I love Toka, too! No, I love
Shiemi.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I actually thought about that for a little bit. I'm like, that'd be so funny.
With Shiemi.
It was...
Hey, at least we can agree on one thing, right? Like, Shiemi's great, right? Like, oh yeah.
I know, it's like, Shiemi, you're freaking impressive. Can I burn you? You'll live, right? It's okay. I got on my...
Yeah. Okay. Again, I just found the whole thing funny with Ren just, like, acting crazy. I mean, terrifying, but funny. I don't know why. I had a mixed reaction to it.
Oh, there's what I was getting at. With both halves being Rin.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, it's like a lot of people, it's like demons and humans and everyone keeps saying Rin's gonna have to choose between being a demon and being a human.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing is, both halves are part of Rin. He can't be one without the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's actually just part, it's literally part of him.
Yeah.
Well,
just his genes.
Well, he does say that he's the son of Satan and he can't escape his power, and then his demon half is like, you did say that, you just... Those are your words, remember that.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I think ultimately, Rin in some way is going to be able to merge the two. It's like, I don't think it's going to be a thing where he's like, he has to choose between one or the other. It's like, and I think that's one of the big things about the series. It's like he's stuck in between these two worlds and everyone keeps telling him he has to choose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he does. I think there is a line between, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm trying. I had something the other day, I swear. But it's like, I don't think he has to choose.
Yeah.
I think it's like the other side will chill out, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't think, he's not evil. He's very childish, just like, oh, feel my flames.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, even though it was scary, but it's kind of it wasn't even trying to hurt anybody. It's just he wanted to share he was excited about burning everything.
Yeah.
Like pure evil.
It's like a birth, and because he was basically birthed in a sense, it's he's like exposed to this world, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And now that half of Rin, because they're both Rin, is out, I think his consciousness it'll grow and develop over time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just saw the messages, but Serena, unfortunately had to leave, so...
Mm-hmm.
I have my notifications muted, so I just saw it now. Just letting everyone know because you haven't heard from her in like the past few minutes. So
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, back to what we're talking about.
It's okay. Ultimately, I don't think I think the story is about not Rin choosing between being human and demon, but being able to accept himself that he is both, and being able to combine both worlds within himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing. It's like, it's really interesting, because Rin has a problems that I'm sure people that are mixed have to deal with, because you are a part of both worlds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he does live with. being told he has to choose one or the other, but both are part of him. And you can't make someone choose which side of them they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Definitely.
So, I think that's his journey with it all. There, finally got it out, wording that a little bit better because...
Okay. No, I understand. But... yeah, it's, it's interesting that he has this half of him that has been inside him for so long, and now it's finally free, but it's like, he's, I don't know if it's like but it's like you can't distinguish what it is, what kind of half of him it is. Like, is it his personality, or is it like just a form of him that exists in another world?
I think it is part of his personality. I think it's
both, like what you mentioned, how it's more like his personality was stuck in that other world. Because remember when, like, and my mom even mentioned, like, it's when he was like testing out like his sword, like just opening it and closing it, he's like, oh, I get it. He's like, your powers are stuck in, like, basically in Gehenna, and it's like being gated through the sword.
I think it.
Yeah.
Another thing is, I think that's what retaliated against Yukio. That part of Rin, when it slashed at him.
Oh yeah.
He's been shot in the head by Yukio. He's been in the back of his head this whole time, seeing everything. It's just like, screw you, Yukio. Stop trying to kill me.
Yeah, like it happens. Yeah, because you see it in general when he goes like kind of berserk, like when he fought Maimon, and then Kyoto Arc, because he's like it actually had like that demon part kind of talking, and like his eyes are actually kind of jaggedy too. Yeah,
it's like, I'm your 16 years of rage and blah 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 is what he's saying. It's just like, it's like he's saying
that's
it's like
basically what it is, like an embodiment of that.
Yeah.
Because Rin chooses to suppress his anger and stuff like that, and he like lets things go, and it's like, then there's this part of him that sees it all, and he's just like, I'm so sick of people treating me like dirt. I'm gonna kill them all.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like seeing how Yukio treats him and everything. It's like, and we've all known that rage is somewhere suppressed in him because he lets Yukio. It's like Rin ultimately chooses to be kind and stuff. It's like, and take all the things of feeling imperfect, of feeling defective and everything, not affect him to the point that Yukio does. It's like, but we knew deep down in there was something.
Yeah.
And there it is, right there.
Yep. But, I mean, this goes to prove that his human half, I feel like, is stronger than his demon half.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. And I think, ultimately, neither... It's like, I don't even think the demon half is evil. It's just, he's got to figure out how to...
Yeah, exactly.
He's not controllable at this point, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's got to work on its, not really empathy, but you know what I mean? Like, because that's how demons are in general. That's just the soul of demons, that they don't really feel for others, and they just don't have the personality of a human, and that's just how they are.
Yeah.
Except for Mephisto, what's wrong with him?
Mephisto doesn't really.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like, he kind of cares about humans, even though ultimately he's selfish. Like, if Rin can get the other half under control to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more in the sense that he cares about humans in the sense that they, they're entertaining, rather than he actually genuinely cares about human. Like, he values their being, and like, you remember he did mention that they're more like chess pieces in a game.
Yeah.
Rather than like, that's my friend.
This makes me curious about Mephisto now, because I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's like, dude, you're pretty dang chill, now that I'm realizing.
Yeah.
It's like, I never realized how chill he is until I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay. So we haven't really talked about Chiemi much, aside from the fact that she made a forest, but, like, my mom saw something really interesting in this chapter.
Oh, yeah, like, he knew.
Yeah, like, he knows what exactly she is, and Izumo was also, like,
what is she?
Yeah.
What is she? Yeah. Oh, yay. I love this topic.
So, there are a lot of theories as to what Chiemi is, because she's definitely not 100% human, I think.
I have theories. I've mentioned them.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty much...
I think we talked about this in a previous episode, but we theorized about the whole Nephilim thing being, like, related to Shemihaza.
Yeah. Interesting. It's like, the funny part with it is it's Shemihaza is the emperor of creation. Rin is the son of destruction.
And Shemi creates things, like...
Yup, and...
Shemi is God
confirmed. I think Shemihaza is the close... It's like, I've seen bring up the whole, is God going to be brought up in Blue Exorcist and stuff before. I've actually seen that discussion.
Exactly.
And I think Shemihaza is the equivalent you're going to get, because it has to do with creation.
So, Shemi's the daughter of God, and Rin is the son of Satan.
Basically, that's what I'm getting at.
It's kind of like the whole, what was it, the Hades-Persephone relationship?
Hades and Persephone.
Yeah.
I've always felt Kato was sticking undertones with Rin and Chiemi. That with, Hades, he met Persephone in her garden.
Yeah.
And Rin met Chiemi in her garden. So it's like, I think it's like the foreshadowing with that. It's either that or it's just really ironic that it's similar.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, it has so many similarities with that. And then with her having to do with creation and stuff. Persephone, I believe, is the daughter of something that has to do with plant life, actually.
Isn't she Zeus's daughter?
No.
Wait, okay, I remember a little about Greek mythology. I'm gonna look this up right now.
Give me a second.
Actually, I'll do it.
Daughter of Demeter, I think.
She's Zeus's daughter.
and I think Demeter. If I'm pronouncing that right, it's Greek mythology.
I can never pronounce their names.
Yeah, it says Persephone was the daughter of Zeus and Demeter and the queen of the underworld. She was abducted by Hades, the god of the underworld, infuriating her mother, who made crops wither and the earth barren. Interesting.
There you go.
Although Rin's not gonna abduct Chiemi.
No, clearly not. It's more of it's thinking more of a...
Yeah, it's more of the
inspiration.
Angel and demon.
Yeah. More of a metaphorical
story, basically.
Metaphorical sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. Yeah. Meter, blah blah blah, has to do with harvest and agriculture and stuff like that. Yeah. Which basically all goes back to plants and all that stuff and creation.
Yeah.
My point I was getting across, because Hades and Persephone, it has to do with the whole creating things, and God of the Underworld destroys things.
Yep.
So it's actually funny, because it's like, if this ends up being right, it just adds more to that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for this, because I just want this to happen, because it's just going to be so...
Yeah. I'd love to see some, like, fan art of, like, Rin and Chiemi as, like, Hades and Persephone. That would be so cute.
I may be planning some stuff.
Oh god, do it.
I am. I have a lot of plans for Rin year after this chapter.
Yes. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, but, like, I'm so curious to know now, because now we're getting into the whole Chiemi arc thing again.
I know.
It's like we detoured from that for a little while to, focus on what was going on.
It was like a little tease.
Yeah.
The fun part about all the stuff with Chiemi is, like, every little thing, it's like, one of my friends was saying, it's like, Kata putting that in there was, yes, it's like people have been saying, I'm sitting here like, it's only obvious if once someone came up with a theory and they put it out there and everybody else was able to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not an obvious thing unless you sit there and analyze it and just had to be brave enough to sit there and say it. It's like, I remember when I originally said it, it's like I was scared to death to kind of put out my theory on this whole thing, Shammy, because I'm like, oh, people are going to think I'm ridiculous reading too much into everything. And it's like, and now this possibility, I'm like, holy crap, for the first time in my life, I might be right.
Yeah.
It's like, but I think the Imaiman comment was very important because
it was, for sure.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, yeah, it makes it more obvious, but it's only obvious if you've already read the theories about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it just gives you a sense of, holy crap, what's Shammy? To anybody else that's not sitting there analyzing the heck out of every little teeny thing.
I want to know already.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I'm so, like, it's really interesting because, like, I think you could also tell because of the colors of their eyes, like, Rin's is blue, so that, that represents, like, the blue in his eyes is, like, Satan, like, is the color blue associated with his flames and all that, and I think Shiami's is green, and that's, like, associated with, like, plant life and things like that, and
yeah, exactly.
And it's like, plant life is, like, again, creation, and it's, like, it's interesting, because it's, like, their eye color is also very telling of who they are. Like,
yeah.
Not, like, as, like, as a person, I mean, like, the
powers
their
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing from here on out, it's like, it's seeing where this theory goes from here, because it's trying to figure out how related is Shiami probably to Shemihaza. Like, is it, like, generations upon generations? Or is she, like, directly?
Because we do not know who her father is.
Exactly.
We brought this up before, but one of the things that hasn't been established yet is who is Shami's father. So. Also,
Shiami's mom does not have a name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And every other parent that is somewhat important has a name. Okay, her mom has been shown way too much for her not to have a name.
Yeah, and isn't her mom weird. like, I don't know if it's just like this in the manga or something in the anime, but, like, her mom does not look like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, different hair color, different eye color, everything.
Wonder if she's not even her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
But I do not think Shiami's a clone. I'm not sure if I've mentioned.
Yeah, I don't think so. And she got sick all the time as a kid too.
Yeah.
The improbability of that, it actually has to do with her date of birth. Because she was born after Rin and Yukio in March. It's March. It's like, I know I've seen people that think that she's older before, but I will put it out here.
She is younger.
She is born March of the next year, was what it was.
Yeah.
So that makes it impossible with the clone thing, because that place was shut down.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't have been born. She couldn't have been born. She's younger than Rin and Yukio. Now, her being the daughter of a clone or something like that is a possibility. What if she's a daughter of a direct, like, they... I think it's going to... It's like, Shemihaza is actually crystallized. Like, that other dude that Lightning likes so much. I don't know his name.
Oh,
Azazel?
Azazel, yes.
Yeah.
Shemihaza is crystallized. But, so is Azazel, or I can't pronounce things, excuse me.
Azazel.
Yeah, and Lucifer's clones that he uses are made from him.
Yeah.
Which goes into something else. What if they took his DNA to clone him? And then Shiami's family, it's like, not Shiami, but someone in her family, which
that's what I figured, like, maybe, like, someone, like, who her dad was, maybe.
And
I'm also thinking, this is honestly, like, I don't know if it's like even possible, but it's just a thought, just a random thought. But like, what if Shemi has like, since they're like the embodiment of creation, what if they just created Shemi? You know?
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Huh.
that would be interesting.
Yeah. Like,
Interesting.
would it be possible if she was born, like, it was like like
Wonder Woman?
What?
Sorry. Wonder Woman, because she was just made out of clay. Sorry.
Well, yes,
Ignore
I
me.
was about to say
She's created by the gods.
she could have been
that
like been born like, you know, Jesus, like, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
the Immaculate Conception thing. Yeah.
I'm laughing because Rin kind of the Antichrist is Shemi.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, because like either that or like, you know, she could have been born like she could have had like two parents, or she could have just had like been born like Jesus. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just made her out of thin air. Here you are. You have life.
Yep.
Shemi is the next
Which
Christ.
would explain some things about how she is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
An angel. A literal angel. That I would die for.
I know, right? I would die for Shami Moriyama. She would tell me not. She would tell me to live, and I would. Her.
I would live. Yep.
That was my incorrect quote that I actually wrote out myself a while back, and I just made it. It's like Rin would totally do that.
Yeah. I think Rin
and
I think Rin would die for any of his friends, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But they tell him not to.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're right.
Yep.
I probably posted that to Tumblr, actually, that thing I did.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, so when it comes to the Shami thing, it's just like, it's like, even when you kind of pinpoint the theory, it's like there's still, well, what's all the factors that go into it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, it's like, it doesn't become boring to me because it's just one piece of the puzzle that I'm probably correct about this, so now I gotta figure out, alright, if this is right, now I gotta figure out, alright, so why is it such a secret?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my brain.
What if she?
God.
I've seen stuff about what if she has to be a part of the group, and like, what if her mom's always gone?
Oh, huh.
What if her mom is actually on, you know, one of the people that tried to sentence Rin to death?
Oh God, I hope not.
Let's hope it was one of the ones that was more lenient.
Does she even know that Rin's the son of Satan?
She would if she saw him at trial that day when Angel chopped his foot off.
Oh yeah.
Do you mean like she's a part of the?
Or Arthur, not Angel. Blah. Yeah.
Well, that's his last name, Angel.
Yeah, I know, but I called him Angel instead of Arthur. I usually call.
Oh, okay.
But if she is on, it's like, you know, a part of that and everything.
Yeah.
She would know that.
Mm-hmm.
Based on that, but she doesn't seem to have any problem with Shami hanging out with Rin, so
I would have thought she would have had a problem.
I feel like
if
she,
because she, you know, she was so like against Shami being in the garden because of all the demons that were there, and you know it was affecting her legs.
I think it more had to do with like her leaning to whoever she may be connected to.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point because we didn't know back then that it was there was a connection between her and like
because if you notice that demon got super strong once it had her, maybe
that's true.
Oh,
it leached off her power if that's the case.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
hadn't thought about that. I think Shami's mom, it's like, I used to think it's like, oh, if Shami and Rin dated, she'd probably be like, jokingly be like, leave my daughter alone. It's like, but at this point, it's like, her mom's so chill, I think be happy that Shiemi's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's just more of a matter of being protective, which is why she did end up telling her, like, like there's something she had to know.
And then also when it comes to the whole Rin thing, it's like, the only impression Shiemi's mom actually has of, like, go apologize to your mom. So it's like, it's not like he gave any bad first impressions of himself for her to have any resentment towards him. He single-handedly helped fix their relationship. Like, but yeah, with how she was with demons, it's like you'd instantly think. But I don't know. She does work at an exorcist shop where she probably sees people that are demon all the time.
Yeah.
And if she had her own secret that's bigger, maybe she just didn't give a flip.
Maybe there is a reason why, like, Shiemi's house is, like, disconnected from everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so. It's like, there has to be something with why she... It's like, that always was weird. It kind of reminded me of Rapunzel.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go, live in a tower, never leave, never see any other people, and then person comes and rescues you and you leave.
Yeah.
That's my other thing. But it's like, the fact that it's somewhere no one can get to. And Kato's concept stuff with Shiemi looked like she was in a tower and Rapunzel, and her hair was super long and everything. That's why I always associate Rapunzel.
Yeah.
With it. Just because of that.
Maybe whatever she had planned for Shiemi in her previous design still tied in here.
I think something is. It's like she definitely kept the somewhere she was far away from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like, so I'm curious where that goes. It's like, and then it's like reading the one Time Killers with the whole thing with one character's basically the concept Rin and Shiemi. It's like, I wonder if there's something along with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder.
Yep.
And I can't pronounce their freaking names.
Oh, I looked it up. It looks like the girl's Monica. Not Monica, but Monica.
Monica. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it's like, it's like, from looking at the pronunciations, like, similar, but not exactly the same.
Yeah.
I can't think of that name without thinking of Toki Toki Literature Club. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh,
God.
I don't think Amaiman's keeping an eye on Shiemi based on... No, wait. Let me rephrase that. I don't think it's Mephisto's orders on why Amaiman is keeping an eye on Shiemi.
Huh.
Because at this point, he's kind of he looks kind of intrigued.
Yeah.
I think
because he is the type to be. Oh, go ahead.
I think he's just acting as a lone wolf now.
Yeah, because he is the type to like be drawn to anything like that makes him like when he sees something strong. You know, when he was fighting Rin and like when Rin wasn't really fighting back, he actually got bored.
Oh yeah.
And once he was like actually intrigued by his power, then he wanted more. You know.
Yep.
It's kind of the wording that he used in this chapter made me think that it's like he definitely...
Yeah.
He knows something.
Yep.
He's just kind of like, I have my suspicions about this.
Yep.
It's like, and the way he acts about it is just suspicious.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let me see. I'll look for what he said specifically.
He said, "I knew it. That girl is ... But if that's true ...
Yeah.
And then
like,
it goes on to Izumo.
Yeah.
There was something he said when he left them behind when Rin first gonna catch on fire and stuff. Oh, here we go. I'll watch to see if Rin is a sufficient vessel for father. That was my intention, but because Shiemi's still down there.
Yeah.
It's like his thing was to do what he was supposed to about keeping an eye on Rin, but he went off on his own and was basically keeping an eye on Shiemi too. And he got his confirmation about whatever he was thinking.
Yep.
So it's like I'm interested where he lies in the... If Shiemi is related to Shemi Haza, I'm pretty sure it's more powerful than Lyman.
Oh yeah.
So
She's like, he looks like he's kind of.
She's gonna be his queen now. Ha!
Oh,
She's
God.
in charge of him.
She's like, no, you're
Do
gonna
my
become
bidding,
my
you
husband.
peasant.
Right? She's being like,
Yeah.
it's like he thought that he's king of the world, but then turns out
Just like, I had
just
somebody for this.
But it's funny because it's like I'm pretty sure she'll be more powerful. I'm not sure what rank the emperors are completely in. They're not exact. It's like they're kind of demon kings, but not exact. I don't think they're completely in the same exact range. I'm still trying to figure out because Kato gave us very little bit of information on it, and I'm just sitting here eating up the little information we got.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like,
I'm like, I want to know all about these emperors. Tell me more.
yeah. Are they
Same.
okay? So they're the demon kings, and then they're emperors.
Yeah, it's like they're not actually. They're specifically demon kings, like exactly in the same, because they have there's specific ones that are in that rank. They're in power. They're equally in the same range with power.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I think they're different.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the one chapter where, which one was it? Darn it, I think it was March. I'm looking at it. It's like I have to go in my account to find the thing I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember. This is the wrong volume, isn't it? Dang it! Ignore me. You guys talk about something else while I do.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Trying to look for something.
Trying to remember the other emperor's name. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but just to figure out what its power. It's like, because one was creation, the other was the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there we go. Found it. The Emperor of Emptiness.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah,
Shami Haza, the Emperor of Creation, and then whatever the other one's name is I can't pronounce, is the Emperor of Emptiness.
Okay.
And they're both crystallized. So that's where the whole thing with if Shiami's related, well, how?
Yeah.
I don't think Shiami's 100 years old. Or
I don't think
thousands
so.
of years
no,
old.
no.
Because when she was, like, there was a point where she was, like, little. It wasn't that long ago.
I think she ages normally like a human, so I think a part of her is human. It's just like not all of her.
I think it's the equivalent of like Ren.
Yeah.
It's like, but I don't know how directly related because Ren is directly the son of Satan. So, like, is Shiami like directly related, which would explain how powerful she is.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I can't figure out where it goes from that point.
Okay.
So
now I remember what I was gonna say, like a half hour ago when I lost my train of thought. So, I'm kind of been thinking of this theory that I've had about Rin's mortality. So, I'm wondering if because he's in this full demon body, he has some sort of like either like a really long lifespan where he can live for hundreds of years.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been wondering too. Or
if he's just straight up immortal.
I know what I'm hoping for.
What?
I'm hoping he's just mortal.
You're hoping he's mortal, just like.
Because it sucked for him to see all his friends.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
imagine people you love just dying and living out their lives, and you.
Yeah, that would suck. But it's like, I wonder like if this will affect how he ages from here on out. So if he ages at all.
I'm pretty sure he'll age, but I'm not sure how that's gonna
Like,
go.
physically, or, like, his physical age, not his mental age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like the way Kata's done it, it's like usually with the half demon, makes it where they still age just as normally.
Yeah.
It's like with every other one she's done, no matter how directly related they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so I'm hoping that's what she sticks with, because it's like...
Yeah, I just bring that up because all the other demons are...
No, I definitely understand. It's like, it's a valid, theory, definitely.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I hope it's not what happens.
I don't know. I think the opposite. I would find it interesting if he ended up being immortal.
Mm-hmm.
I just would find it interesting. I know it would suck for him. You know, because
it's just the problem most of the time. There's always so many drawbacks with being immortal.
Yeah.
Basically, because it's like, I'm thinking back to Percy Jackson right now. Percy was actually literally offered immortality and become a god, and he said, nah. He chose no because he wanted to live the rest of his life, and, you know, people that he cares about would die and everything. And he wanted to be able to live his life with them rather than living forever.
What if...
Yeah.
Okay, this is, like, probably not gonna happen. I'm just saying, what if... What if, like... What if Shiemi is something and she does become, like, immortal too, and they, like, live together forever?
Then I'd be okay with everything. I'm not saying that's the only reason.
That reminds me of a certain franchise, and I'm not going to say which one because it is a shitty one.
Oh.
Wait, did you get what I was saying or no?
Were you talking about Twilight?
Yes.
Oh, God. Yeah, it took me a minute.
What is that? I was like, oh, wait.
No, it took me a minute to process.
Okay, so I am going to say which one. It's Twilight, yes.
I'm pretty sure the main reason that Percy and Percy Jackson actually, one of the big reasons he turned it down is because of Annabeth. Which is the girl that he is dating. So that's what it's like, that and his mom. That's it, basically.
I haven't read Percy Jackson, or watched the movies, but I've read their terrible.
Don't watch the movies. Don't watch the movies ever.
I won't.
Promise me you'll never watch it.
I will never watch the movie.
I'll cry if you ever do. Every time that movie gets watched, every time those movies are watched, I die a little bit inside.
Someone's watching those movies right now.
Don't remind me. It's bad. Basically, everything I like about Percy Jackson, they took it and spit on it. It was bad. Annabeth, who's that? I don't know her, because that wasn't her. Basically.
Didn't they change one of the characters' races? Like, he was, like, black.
White.
In the book. Oh.
No.
Oh.
Grover was white in the book. Actually, I'm not even sure what his skin color is, but I think Percy described him as being white. But don't quote me on that, because they changed him black in the movies, which I didn't really care whether they did or didn't do that. It's like, whatever.
I mean, it would have been bad if he was black in the books and they changed him to a white character in the movies, but
yeah,
but if they did the opposite, then that's fine.
yeah. I don't know if anybody was complaining about that or not. It's like I didn't really pay attention to the fandom. Most people were.
Anyway.
Back on topic.
Yeah. So the whole immortality thing, I don't know. It'd be interesting, but like I can see why you would hope that wouldn't happen. So
yeah. It's definitely a big possibility though.
Yeah. It's just because like there is a part of Rin that is still human despite the fact that his full demon powers have awakened, so.
Kind of wonder if he gives over fully to the demon side, if that would make him immortal.
That'd be interesting.
Because
Yeah.
if he does have to literally choose between being a human and demon, and he chooses being a human, maybe that's what they keep asking him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope he doesn't have to, like, decide.
I hope not either, because I think it's stupid. It's like, if he does, because it's like, it's all a part of him.
Yeah.
And it took him a long time to get to this point where he accepts that.
Oh, yeah. Especially this chapter, especially because he literally confronts himself and is like, I'm not going to run away from my past anymore. Because, he's like, he admits that he was being a coward this whole time about, finding out the truth about everything.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of, because
he was scared.
Yeah, Yukio is always, like, known for being, like, the scaredy cat twin. But, Rin does have fears of his own. And he needed to confront them head on, which he did. And, he's taking a step in the right direction now, because he stood his ground, and he's trying to seek answers to, why the hell he's here, and, about everything about how he was born.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Big thing is, Rin's always been afraid of the answers.
Yeah.
For all this. It's like, and that's why sometimes it's easier it's scarier to get an answer and it be not what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's always been the type to, like, not...
Than just to not know. Okay.
Yeah. He's just always been the type to not really want to deal with confrontation or, like, having to just deal with things in general, because he did look really panicked when it's that demon that helped him, the Ixuma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, like, asked...
I think it's actually said as Uchikma. That's how they say it in the dub for Kyoto Saga.
Okay, yeah, like, when he said, like, are you a human or a demon? When do you have to decide? And, like, Rin does look kind of panicked, and he's just, he doesn't look very determined at all. He just looks like he fears, like, a day that he has to, deal with something like that. And even in the situation with, like, remember when it was, like, things were, like, really awkward between him and Shiami, and, like, he kind of, like, first, like, he literally, like, this is awkward, I'm out of here, and, like...
He runs away from confrontation, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have to confront him.
Yeah.
So Shiami's just like, I like you, Rin, and it's just like, oh, well, this fixes all these problems. But, yeah, it's like his instinct is to run and not deal with confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Yukio, who wants to know everything, he's content just, if I pretend it's not there long enough, it'll just not matter.
Yeah.
And that's what he's been doing all this time.
That's why he actually ended up forgetting about his own execution.
Oh, yeah.
Because when he got that letter, Mephisto's like, oh, your execution's suspended. And he's like, oh, yeah, I forgot I had that. And they're like, the heck?
Yeah.
It was interesting because with the chapter with Yukio, it's like he made it very clear that he had forgotten all. Just puts it so far in the back of his mind until it's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Until he finds it relevant for a situation.
Yeah.
Like, and also that was him deciding he was going to take the brunt of everything for him and Yukio, because at least it's him and not his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Until he realized his brother's going to be in the same situation as him, and then he's like, oh. Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but... It's like, and it seems like this is a pattern he's done ever since he was a kid.
Yeah.
Not wanting to know about his mom, even back then. It had nothing to do with just the demon. This is part of Rin that's ingrained in him.
Right.
To run. His instinct is when things get hard to run away from it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I don't think
he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just funny how he ended up fighting people over stuff like that, because I don't know how he got to that point. Because I guess that's just because it had to do if someone was hurting a bird, so it could be.
Right.
But in general, any type of thing that he thinks is going to hurt him, it's better not to know than be hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And then Yukio's is, I need to know everything, even if it does hurt me.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is why he was, like, so willing to just, like, fall into, like, get, Shura's power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And willing to actually literally put himself to, like, suicide for trying to, first off, this is when he was, like, more in the discovery of trying to see what his eye was doing.
Mm-hmm.
That he's actually he was like, I need to face true fear, and he jumps off a building.
And survives somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh gosh. His Satan's eye.
Burned the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much answered now, isn't it? It was probably Satan.
Well, yeah, there was a difference between the first time he attempted to kill himself and the second time he attempted to kill himself.
Yeah, the first time was more like he knew he had to face death, but he didn't actually want to die.
Yeah.
And later he actually wanted to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is not great.
Yeah.
Just suicide isn't the answer. That's just
Keep thinking what's Shura's reaction going to be to everything.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh god. I hope
her children have fallen apart.
I wonder what her reaction is going to be when she sees Rin, actually.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she'll probably be nice. Maybe. Maybe tease him. It's kind of that's kind of her instinct to tease people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, your hair's changed too.
Yeah. Also, can I just say this is nice not having Yukio in the chapter for like the first time in like
for sure. You're not the only one thinking that.
How long it's been.
Yeah, it was nice. I love Yukio, but I needed a break because I need a chance to miss him.
Yeah, I was hoping that it would go back to what was happening with Rin this chapter instead of just like going into what happens after Yukio joins the Illuminati. But I guess we won't know probably for a while, which is good because I need Rin to. I'm glad that Rin is finally getting the screen time that he has deserved since the Kyoto arc.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling he'll be really involved in.
Yeah.
So, at least when Shiami's arc comes around.
Yeah, I think he will be a big part of Shiami's arc as well.
I'm sure Yukio will be important somewhere in there.
Yeah.
For the time being, he should take his place. And stay there.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, because I know a lot of people probably will think that we are Rin biased, but we do love Yukio too. We
do. He's just a butthole.
Yeah.
But that's okay. He's better that way. That's why.
Yeah, but I'm also not sorry because I'm an apologetic Rin stan. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, same. It's like we are Rin biased, but we're not saying this because we're Rin biased.
Yeah.
it's just fact.
Yeah.
I'm Rin and Shiami biased.
Oh yeah, same.
But I'm like painfully every second. I sound like Shiami's my favorite out of the two. I know I do.
Yeah. Anyway.
But that's okay.
Okay. What else is there?
Konekomuro jumping in the way to try and protect Shiami while she had up the while she drained so much energy and everything, and in front of her to be like, it's like I can't really do anything, but I'll help.
You know what I've noticed? Izumo's been calling Shiami by her first name.
I noticed that too. It's like, and I'm kind of wondering, it's like, is she saying Shiami or is like, no wait.
In the
Because Bon and Konokomaru.
I can look at the Raws. I can read Shiami's name.
yeah, in the Raws,
Thinking.
she says her first and last name. She goes Moriyama Shiami.
Okay.
And she generally calls her that. I think it's just Shiami for the sake of shortness in translation.
Yeah.
Bon and Konokomaru were calling her Moriyama in the chapter.
That's good to know because it's like I was about to go check. I'm like, oh wait, I know how to get a name.
Yeah. Whereas Rin and Izumo were calling her Shiami. So
here we go. I can not this part specifically. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Wrong panel again.
Who knows?
Yeah, she says. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Moriyama Shiami. Just I have a thing in front of me I can check.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Shiami calls her by her last name anymore. She just calls her Izumo. I think.
Shiami. I don't really know.
I don't remember.
Actually,
I think she.
Someone correct us, please.
Yeah.
I
just know that
I'm not actually positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know that Bon and Konokomaru are the types to call someone by their last name, just out of respect.
If I ever figure out how to read everybody's names, I'll be able to tell you that answer. I'll work on that more, and then I'll.
Because I just remember Shiami usually calls Izumo by her surname.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like that recently, just because I haven't noticed, but I know that most of the time it's been her last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, because I just noticed because the two they're like have gotten very close now, which I'm very happy about. So,
Yeah.
Yes. Also because I do multi-ship and the Izushie feels.
Oh yeah, they're my diehard.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're a good ship.
Yes. They are. They are quality
Good
ship.
development. Good
There's very few ships I don't like, though. There's specific ones I don't, but.
Yeah, but again, ship.
Nothing wrong with that. It's all opinion.
I was just.
It's an opinion.
I know. I was just saying. It's literally. It's I'm pretty chill.
Peace
Anything.
Everyone's opinions, as long as it's not a predatory or incestuous ship, I am okay with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or abusive.
Yes.
Yeah, and abusive counts mentally abusive too.
Yep. So, yeah.
Yep. It'd be like that. That's our 2 cents.
Yep.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you do you. It's not our say what you do. Just
ship what you want to ship. As long as it's not
just please don't tell me about that. Things that I'm uncomfortable with.
Don't make me hate
We're all
you.
friends here.
Yeah.
We're all friends.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just
You sounded like malice.
We're all friends. Are you sure? Because I'm kind of scared.
That's what I call my "don't fuck with me" voice.
I don't know if I have one of those. I mean, I might. I don't know.
Anyway.
Alright.
Anyway, so, I don't know, final thoughts on the chapter.
I think that covered a lot of it, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I think, this chapter was one of the best chapters I have read in this manga. I'm going to straight say that
for sure,
right
same to
now.
me.
Oh, yeah.
This was if people start arguing that this manga is not going anywhere or that it doesn't know where it's going, then I'm just gonna straight up tell you right now, read chapter 98 of Blue Exorcist. It doesn't matter if you're behind. Just read this chapter and see for yourself that this manga is going places, because God fucking damn it, Kato is a brilliant writer. Just
she is.
I would die for her.
Same.
Like, also, if you've only watched the anime Blue Exorcist, read the manga.
Bless Kato for my life.
Although at this point in the podcast, I don't know why you would be listening to this if you haven't read the manga.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, but like...
Tell this to your friends, at least.
This chapter was amazing. I loved it. So much happened.
Can't wait for the next.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna say that I love Rin so much. He is my precious child. I will love him until the end of time. And I'm so glad that this chapter was entirely focused on him. And I'm just like, I'm happy. I'm very happy right now. Yeah.
Yeah. In particular, I think him and Shiam were kind of the stars of this chapter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which always makes me happy. My birthday's this month. That's just what I wanted.
Yes. Yeah, I love him. He's like, I always cry when I think about how much I love him. It's like, I know he's a fictional character, but like, it's like, I
understand.
He makes me so happy. So
yeah, I can't wait for next chapter because I'm already sitting here coming up with theories happen that will inevitably wrong. Because it always is.
Yeah. Also, a couple of things to note. We are 2 chapters away from the 100th chapter of Blue Exorcist.
Yay! I wonder if anything special is going to be happening.
Yes. So that will probably be coming out in April.
Oh, that's awesome. Blue Exorcist week will be that month, too.
Bearing that anything doesn't happen between now and then, because, there's always a possibility that there might be a delay or something, or a hiatus. So, yeah. And it is, and I think, let me look this up because I want to be absolutely sure about the date. But it will, I think it will mark 9 years this year since Blue Exorcist came out.
It'll be in April.
April 2000.
It'll be 9 years in April.
Yeah. Okay,
wow.
Yes. The debut of Blue Exorcist was April 4th, 2009. So, that means April 4th, 2018 is the 9th anniversary, and then next year, 2019, is the 10th anniversary. April 4th.
Yep.
So, yes, that is an exciting thing.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
It's barely been like 9 to 10 months in the manga.
Oh my god, yeah. It's like, that's crazy to think about, because it's like, she's been working on this for nearly 10 years, and it's like, so, it hasn't been that much time that's passed in the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Another thing to remember is next, like I mentioned at the beginning, but Volume 21 in Japan will be coming out on March 4th.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
it's probably going to be Rin.
I'm excited, and I really hope Rin's on the cover.
Because I can't think of anybody else who'd be anyway, considering how recent the others were.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like it could be Shemi yet.
No, she won't be this cover. I'm hoping if within the next, it's like after, because this was the last chapter that'll be in this is the last chapter that fills up volume 21. I'm assuming.
I'm wondering, what was this chapter called?
It was
Beyond the Snow, Part
Beyond
7.
the Snow 7.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if this was still Beyond the Snow. Thank you.
So, in terms of hope, it's like what I'm thinking is, since we were left with stuff that's definitely opening up in Shiami's arc, if it's like we get through the stuff with Yukio and Rin, it'll probably lead into that, and Shiami'd probably be Volume 22's cover, which I'll be very happy about.
Yes.
I'm just going to leave with that because my shelf will look really great with Rin and Shiami next to each other. There we go.
Okay. Okay, so a couple of things to mention. Also because we do have some stuff coming up that we want to plug. So we do have some character weeks coming up. Shammy Appreciation Week is, I believe, in March.
It'll be February 28th, 6th.
February 28th to March 6th. Okay, so last day of February to the beginning of March, and then Renchi Week will be the following day. Or no, it's on the same day.
It'll start on the same day, but I help with both events. Me and my friends, it's not that bad of an overlap. It actually kind of complements each other by doing it that way, because Shiami leading into opening up Renchi Week. So Renchi Week will be March 6th through 12th.
Yep, which I'm working on with you. So
that's one of the things.
Woo.
Yep. Yes. Any other plugs? Let's see. Oh yes, I have a couple of announcements. One, we are planning on doing live streams soon. So we might be live streaming some games with you guys. If you guys have played Jackbox Party Pack, we might be doing that. I'm still trying to figure out.
It's so fun.
What?
It's so fun.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out where to stream it. We might be doing it on YouTube. We might be doing it on Twitch. I know I put a poll up on Twitter. A lot of people wanted it to be on YouTube, but I figured Twitch might be a better option for streaming.
We might have to do a test just to see what would work better, quality-wise and stuff.
But I will keep you posted on that. Check the Tumblr and Twitter for updates on that. We don't know where we're going to be doing our first stream, but it'll probably be after the week after next weekend, which would be the weekend of February 16th, 17th, and 18th, because I'm going to be at a convention that weekend. Oh, also, yes, I'm going to be, Matea, I will be at KatsuCon 2018, so if you're going, please come say hi. I'm going to be doing some cosplays. I think Friday I will be Honoka from Love Live, and Saturday I'll be Diva from Overwatch, and I might be cosplaying Shammy on Sunday. I'm not sure. So, or I might be cosplaying Shammy on Friday instead of Honoka. I still have to decide. So yeah, come say hi if you see me. I will post probably pictures on Instagram and Twitter, so just the links will be in the description to where you can follow me on those. And also, I do have a Twitch channel if you guys want to follow me, and I'm probably going to start streaming some games pretty soon. So it's the same as my Instagram handle, which is at Matea Nyan with 4 A's at the end. Yeah. So follow me on Twitch, because games. Do you guys have any other things you want to plug?
I'm good. I'm kind of a bystander.
Yes.
The only thing
Oh, go ahead.
The only thing I can think of is that I just started a blog for keeping everybody up to date on when it's just try and get everyone noticed with their fan events they're doing. I just made a blog for reblogging it all so everyone knows when everything's happening so no one feels left out, and we can all cooperate and kind of help uplift each other and make sure don't overlap into each other's events by knowing because if you have a place where you know when things are happening, it makes it easier to keep from accidentally sabotaging someone else's event.
Yeah.
Which has been a really hard thing in the fandom, because it's sometimes people don't realize it, and you're just like, hey, hate to tell you to ask you to move your date of your thing, but I had this planned for this date. We got to figure out a way to deal with this. So I'm hoping this will help kind of chill that out a bit, so everyone feels like they're united instead of almost fighting for a spot. But it is on Tumblr. It'll be at AOX fan weeks, not events. Yeah.
Yeah. So go follow that account or that blog. Yeah. Yeah, we are planning some other things for you guys, but we don't have anything solidified just yet. I guess one thing I can mention is that we might be doing some giveaways for you guys. So some art giveaways.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Giveaways.
And we may be trying to get interviews with certain voice actors. One mainly Bryce Papenbrook, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we will, but we'll try reaching out to him. So
that'd be cool if we did, though.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for this podcast. So we are probably going to see if we can upload some content in between now and March to keep you guys entertained and waiting for the next chapter. So thanks for watching or listening. Be sure to share on your social medias, and if you like this video, please leave a comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel because that'd be nice. And I think now we are close to 30 subscribers on this channel, so thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed to our channel in the past few months. I know 30 subscribers is really not a lot.
But considering the Blue Exorcist film.
Compared to like PewDiePie, who has like 50 million subscribers, but like
considering the Blue Exorcist fan of it, like
yeah. But thank you guys so much for subscribing and supporting us. And it really means a lot, and we hope that we can keep providing some really enjoyable content for you guys, and we really love doing this, so thank you. Anyway, thanks for watching or listening. If you're if you somehow downloaded this video and converted it into an MP3 file, so so yeah, see you in the next episode, and that's it. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.